I may have burned myself on my rice cooker because I forgot where the steam hole was and just stuck my hand right over it to open it. Anyways, not that bad, my thumb's just a little sore. Hi guys, today we're gonna be doing a lot of sewing. I have a ton of pieces in progress, a lot of multiples, that way I can fill my shop. And I checked everything that I currently have going on. I think I have roughly about 16 art dolls randomly at different stages of being done. A lot of them are just started and I haven't been able to work on the clay. So once we get a lot of the sewing done at the beginning of this week, we're going to be doing a ton of clay that I'm going to have to mold. So I've got everything laid out and I'm going to be sewing on an octopus because I finally made a digital pattern for my octopus project that I did like a year or so ago. And I need pictures of the piece for the listing, so I haven't put it up yet. By the time this is live, it might be up, so go ahead and check it out. But I'm making a new octopus, that way I can take photos of it for the listing on my Etsy shop, so I can actually put it for sale. And then I'm working on 2 water dragons that I've got a very interesting theme for them. I've got a bunch of like fins and different things like that I'm gonna work on. We still have the 3 frogs, but that's all done sewing. Oh, and I also cut out a lot of fabric for another fox bat. I'm going to do an albino one. I know we haven't sold the other one yet. It's still in my shop, but I really wanted to do an albino one. I already made all the like resin pieces for it, so I figured I might as well kind of start on that here and there. So yeah, let's get sewing. I'm going to try and get the octopus done mainly because I really want to get that listing up. And then we're going to work on some of the fins for our water dragons. So for the octopus, here, these are the only ones that aren't pinned together so you can see what colors I'm working with. I'm going to be doing the underbelly of purple, and then I'm going to be doing a blue leopard pattern for the outside. I figured that'd be really pretty. The original one was like red and orange, but I don't have that. I have the red, but I don't have the orange. So I figured let's just do something different, and more of my channel or just aesthetic in general is more blues and purples. So I'm gonna work on that. And I got everything already pinned together, so it's gonna be super easy. I did a lot of this cutting and stuff on the weekend just so I could get ready and go through this really quick. Oh, what was that? I think I got a snag. Yep. Hold on, I need to rerun everything. Okay, we're back to normal now. Okay, so I don't know what happened, but just something snagged and went wrong. I honestly probably need to do a nice cleaning on my sewing machine. I haven't taken it apart and dusted it and oiled it. So it's probably just something moved and yeah. So I can't remember if I mentioned this in the previous vlog, but I did actually take a week off. Almost. I did a tiny, very, very tiny amount of work. Mainly I just had to finish up doing a few adjustments on a commission, so obviously I couldn't put that off for an entire week. So I got that done. It was literally just a few hours here and there. Other than that, I took the week off, enjoyed watching anime and different movies and stuff, and did a lot of painting that I have not been able to do in a very long time. So I had a really nice week. It was nice to mainly just oil paint and enjoy myself. And I am just ready because, again, I have a ton of work. We're probably going to be pretty busy this week because of me taking a week off, but I'm always busy anyways, and Michael had the week off because he had extra time and it was his birthday, so I wanted to enjoy the time with him, so it was nice. I definitely enjoyed it. And now, back to normal. So the paintings that I was working on, I planned on making videos, just little time lapses, and I've been messing around lately with the time-lapse mode on my camera to just make editing the videos of my paintings a lot faster. And I did a painting literally in 4 hours, but I time-lapsed it, and I guess the settings that I had for it were really fast because everything that I had amounted to 1.5 minutes of footage, and I couldn't slow it down or it'd be like, ooh, really, really slow. So I figured I would put that time lapse in this vlog and just show it off so you guys could see. It was just a fun little practice piece on a little skull creature with some highlights. I wanted to mess around with lighting and just trying to figure out how to do bones and stuff. Just something fun to experiment with. And I was really happy with how it came out in the end. So if you guys end up liking it, I think I'll probably do some more bone ones in the future. Eventually, I want to get to where I can put a few of my paintings up for sale, because I've actually never sold an oil painting at all. So it'd be fun to put just a few small pieces up. Maybe eventually I'll be like confident enough to put a really big one up, but I don't even know how to ship a really big painting without it being a couple $100 or even freighting it. So there's going to be a little bit of research into that before I can do that. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little extra time lapse that I could throw into this vlog for you. Okay, 1 down, 7 more to go. I thought this was going to take a very short amount of time, but I could be completely wrong. I always underestimate how long it takes to sew stuff, and there's a lot here. Okay, so I got most of the octopus pieces done. I think I'm going to flip these right side out to see how they look real quick, and then I'm going to start on the water dragon pieces. Oh, I think that looks good. What do you guys think? I don't have it all the way out, but it's that. I think it looks pretty good. It's gonna be very colorful. Okay, so for these fins, basically I'm going to sew them closed at the base first, and then I'm gonna go through every point that has like one of these, and I'm gonna sew going down to kind of break it up into more of a fin shape. So this is gonna take forever, so I'm gonna start on the little ones first, because I have some fins that are going to go on the back of the front arms for the dragon, and some are going to actually be parts of the ears. So these look very similar, but they are different. Okay, it is the next day, and I spent most of the night putting our octopus together, and I am in love with the colors. I am super excited for it. I'm not sure if I'll put it up for sale, because it's not going to be like all the clay pieces and stuff the other one did, because I'm not going to give it a beak. I'm just going to leave it plush and add these eyes. So this is what I'm doing to finish it up real quick. Just sewing in the eyes. Got just some simple resin ones. Just cleaning up the edges a bit, and then I'm going to add them to the body. And then I need to take some photos of it, and then we can get that listing up and live. So, yay! And so I probably won't be vlogging too much today. We have fire alarm inspections today, and it's just a pain in the butt to deal with. So, just going to get as much work done as I can. Right now, it's early in the morning, so I expect them to not be coming around this time, so I'm not too worried, but I just don't want to be filming while I have strangers come in. It's just weird. So yeah, I'm just trying to finish up the octopus, and then I'm going to start on the clay pieces. I do have a little bit of clay started on the angler water dragon thing, and I think it's coming out really cute, but I think what I'll work on next is the movable jaws, because I want to do a tutorial on how to do movable jaws, and I want to also take molds of them. I have an idea where I can use them for different types of heads, so I'm going to work on that probably once I get the octopus done. See how much I get done. I do want to kind of do a couple variations. I don't know how many, but I like the idea of doing one where it has basic canine teeth, maybe a beak. We might do some very jagged teeth. I don't know. I at least like those 3 ideas. I'm not sure if I'll do anything else, but I'll probably start with the canine layout of the teeth. Just something not super canine, something I can still use as a dragon mouth. but still, like, if I wanted to use it for like a fox or a wolf, it would still work. Basically, my idea is to make these very versatile so that they're just not stuck to one type of creature. Just so that when I make things that are molded, they have an opportunity to be used on more than just one piece. Some of the things I've been working on aren't like that, like the fact that I'm going to be molding the heads for the anglerfish and stuff like that. Those are clearly just going to be for that specific style of art doll. But I'm just trying things out. I really like the idea of putting out multiple of my pieces and doing different color variations and stuff like that. It's just a good way of getting more in my shop for you guys to check out. Plus, right now, Sculpey clay still is on back order everywhere, and people are buying it and like selling it, like just bringing the prices up like crazy. There's resellers all over the place, so I don't know if anyone else has been having trouble getting a hold of a large amount of clay, but I sure am. I'm just going to back order from Blick their 24-pound box and just wait for them to fill it, because every time it's like, oh, we expect it to be available soon, and then I wait, and then right before the date even comes, it's like indefinitely back ordered. So I'm just gonna place an order and just be very patient and wait for it, because I need that clay. Last time I checked, I think the highest I saw something marked up was, Sculpey has a 1.75 pound box of clay, which normally I think prices at like $14. It's super cheap, but I go through that much clay really fast, so it's just not worth buying that small amount of clay. But I think the highest I've seen it at is like $34. It doesn't seem like eBay or Amazon is a good place to buy the clay right now. Going through the art stores that buy it directly through Sculpey or going on to Sculpey.com seems to be the best opportunity. So I've just been watching those sites. And yeah, I'm just going to place the order, even though it's back ordered, and get it at least queued up so that I know eventually I'll get it. Because I'm tired of waiting. I know I'll still be waiting, but at least I know, like, I won't miss out once it's there. You got a toilet paper roll? Huh? Yeah. They finally finished the fire alarms, and I don't know what it was, but they were going off so much more. I think normally they go off like 2-3 times, but I lost count. I think it was like 50 times they went off, and somebody... He's like, my ears hurt. I gave him a toilet paper roll to calm down. He liked chewing on them. Oh, baby. I know, it was so loud. There was so much noise. Yeah. But anyways, I finally have this finished. I got the eyes in place. I did something a little bit different than what I did with the previous octopus. I just kind of sewed them on a little bit differently. But I really like how it came out. So right now I'm just waiting for food to finish, and then I'm going to set up some fabric. I think this is the only fabric I really have that'll look nice as a backdrop. Everything else is kind of like the same color, and I want it to stand out really drastically. So I'm going to hang this up and then take some pictures for the Etsy listing. And yeah, I'm going to eat real quick first though. I really need to invest in pieces of fabric for backdrops that are strictly for it, because right now I'm just like picking what is like large enough to use out of the fabric that I sew with and using that. And it's not the greatest idea to do that, but that's what I have right now, so. Let's use my little clamps. I love this shelf. It really helps for things like this. It's just kind of like a makeshift area for photos. Okay, so I'm going to take the camera real quick, so I can't vlog this part because I got to use the camera for taking the photos, but I'll be right back. Okay, so now that those photos are done, we can start working on the fun stuff, and I'm going to try and figure out the layouts of my movable jaws that we're going to do. If you can still hear fire alarms going off, I apologize. They're in the other buildings, and I'm just not going to be able to avoid that right now. So I don't think I want them very large because I just don't want to make super, super large pieces right now. So I'm just going to try and kind of figure out where I want teeth to go. This, I am trying to figure out like a canine type layout. I mean, this is going to be a lot easier to figure out once I'm actually sculpting it, but I kind of just want a rough idea of it. Just kind of figuring it out. But yeah, I kind of want something like that for the canine teeth. And then I'm trying to figure out how the back where they connect is going to lay out. I know like usually there's like a piece here and then this part would have something that drops down and like it lets it screw in, but that's going to be blocking the teeth, so I can't really put that in right now. But this will be like there. See, with this is going to be like sculpted on both top and bottom. With this, I can attach like clay pieces on the top, so like the teeth would go inside of another clay piece, but this would be connected like in the front of the clay pieces. So it's a little bit different for this. This one is going to take a little bit more like trying to figure out what it's going to do. So this one would be more like jagged. So let's say got a tooth here, tooth there. I just kind of keep going back and forth. I'll probably make them thinner than what I'm drawing, but for now, just kind of giving me the idea. Because like with these are going to scissor together or like rest next to each other. They're not going to like overlap. These are going to like stick out in a way where like it's hard to explain. That, or I can make them just like really short, because with this it might be hard to like sculpt a head that would like close. So this might end up being a lot smaller. But yeah, those are probably what I'm going to end up doing when I get to the movable jaws. I'm going to start with this one because I think this will be the easiest, and the beak might be like more difficult. And then eventually move on to like these two once I figure out the first one. Okay, so I'm not completely done with all the clay that I'm working on, but I wanted to give you guys just an idea of what I have done. So the water dragon feet, I'm going to show you guys the back ones. I'm slowly connecting everything to cardboard and like enclosing it so we can do the molds. So the front feet are connected to the head right now, and I want to leave the head a surprise, so I'm just going to show you guys the back feet. So they're kind of like webbed. You can see the little tiny webs, but I wanted to give them still kind of like a dragon feel to them, but also like an otter or something that would be in the water. And then for the flying frogs, I just finished, I haven't baked it yet, the little head for it. So I'm going for just something a little different. I kind of like the idea of it being more of a tree frog, so I gave it some little like fat wrinkles and stuff around his ears, just trying to make him look a little like squishy. Oh, I forgot to show you guys the wings, or at least like I'm still in the process of making them, the wings for the albino fox bat. Let me get them real quick. So I did something really interesting with them. I decided that I wanted them pink so they'd stand out a little bit, but I wanted them to be a little bit different instead of just using the plush pink. So I took some like beaded lace, or more sequin lace, and I sewed it over it so that there's like this nice layer of decorativeness to it, and it would be like that kind of once they're done. So they're a little thicker because of that, but I think they came out really cool. It is a little bunched here and there just because like I probably should have done it a little bit differently because of the lace, but it still looks just fine. But yeah, I think they came out really pretty, and I can't wait to start putting everything together. I got most of the sewing done for it, and I mainly just need to get the painting done and start putting it together. So that, hopefully I can get that in my shop pretty soon. Okay, I got all the feet done for our little frogs, so I'm gonna get this in the oven and ready to bake, and we can start on all the jaws. Ugh, it's getting close to the end of the day, so I'm gonna try and get like one pair done, hopefully. At least started. So my palm tree is getting so big, I needed to move all the beads out of the way, so I tied it up. I really didn't want to do it because you can't see the pattern on the beads, but it's just getting too messy over here. Like, Cornelius has grown pretty much this entire leaf and this leaf and started this leaf in 6 weeks. So he's getting huge, and I just don't know what to do with him. I'm just waiting for him to be like all the way up here, and then the blinds are gonna have to keep slowly going up so he can get sunlight. It doesn't look that bad. I still miss the beads dangling, but it was just like all over the place. So, got some bad news, guys. Our eggs are pretty much infertile. They've been abandoned for over a week. This one's hollow, actually. It's completely dried up. This one still has a little bit of fluid in it, but yeah, I've been leaving them out here hoping that it'll help deter them from coming back, because this is technically the 3rd batch of eggs they've laid that have been infertile, and I just don't want her to lay any more in case she gets egg bound. If you guys don't know, birds that lay a lot of eggs have a chance of getting them stuck, and a wild bird doing that is not good. So I'm kind of just trying to figure out like how long I should leave them here, and then I'll probably toss them, and at worst case I might have to take this pot inside so that they don't come back. Because even though I want to see some babies, I don't want to cause her to have any health issues. It's windy. Enjoying the air. It's actually not super hot right now. So I just got really lucky. Someone threw out their dead palm tree, and they threw out the pot that it was in. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm so happy. Now, it is plastic, but it looks like terracotta, so I'm perfectly fine with that. It was actually super easy to bring upstairs because of the fact, otherwise this would probably be like 40-50 pounds with how large it is, so yay, I got a new pot. I just gotta clean it. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna clean my new pot up. I'm gonna clean up from working today and get ready for the weekend. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.